Thanks for joining me today, and we're talking about relationships. Recently, not long ago, I reached out to some people that I was really struggling with, just to kind of smooth things over. It took a decision, but I went and did it, and it made a change and made a difference. So if we're not walking in unity with others, we're actually not walking in full unity with God. Sometimes we kind of act so spiritual, pray and fast and seek God, and man, I'm so at one with God. But God says, well, hold on a minute. You can't be that much at one with me and not at one with others. So it's both, isn't it? We've got to work on both of it. We said last week, act quickly to resolve a broken relationship. Ephesians 4:26-27. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, nor give place to the devil. Sort the relationship out before the devil gets in. And that's such a key word for all relationships, but especially true in marriage. Are you an introvert? You don't like being among people. You'd rather be on your own, isolated. Well, research tells us that introverts can develop healthy relationships. Don't dismiss yourself, say, I'm an introvert, I'll never have good relationships. Wrong. Research tells us that you can. And guess what? You're never too old to develop new relationships and friendships. If you're 60, 70 plus, it's not too late. Come on, pray, ask God. He can still help provide you with great relationships. Proverbs 13:20, he who walks with the wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. Have people around you who make you better. Did you get that? Have people around you who make you better, not make you worse. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people, you hang around them, they're going to make you worse. Don't go down that track. Here's a scripture for all of us. Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride comes contention. Full stop. Contention. It's only one source, according to the Bible. Pride. Someone has got proud, and we need to deal with that. John 13:34-35. A new commandment I give you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this will all know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another. Right relationships among Christians is one of the greatest tools for evangelism and of reaching the lost. It says, when you love one another, by this everyone will know you are my disciples. The world-changing early church loved one another, particularly in small groups and in homes. Listen to Acts 2:46-47. They ate with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. The early church devoted themselves to relationships and to fellowship. They loved one another, and they went on and changed the world. Sure, they had the power of God. Sure, they had great preaching, but also they loved one another, and maybe that was the greatest testimony of all. Abraham Maslow, his well-known theory of hierarchy of needs, says this, listen, before we can be a person of value and become all that we are intended to become, we must first have our social needs met. Wow. In other words, we need to be part of a group, experiencing caring and sharing relationships. And I've said before, small groups, life groups are a key to this. To survive in this cold and cruel world in which we find ourselves requires deep relationship. This need for others is God-given. It's deeply rooted inside every single one of us. God shaped us, framed us, formed us, designed us for relationships. We need other people to live healthy, wholesome, blessed, and enjoyable lives.